Assalamualaikum, namaskar, and hello everybody. It is I, Mushba, back with another video because it's spring break and I'm bombarding you with videos. Boom! This video is going to be about why I started my YouTube channel, and I've got my reasons written down right here, so let's do this. Hopefully, I'm doing this for the 5th time. Okay. Reason number 1. This YouTube channel is a social experiment, because basically how this is a social experiment is that I'll make all of my videos on my phone, which is a second-hand Galaxy S5, Samsung Galaxy S5, and I either use this flimsy gooseneck that I have from AliExpress, or sometimes I just use my case for my glasses to hold my phone. So it's very, very basic. I edit my videos on Adobe Premiere Pro, which is cracked, don't tell anyone. It's very, very basic. And the reason it's a social experiment is that I wanted to see that is it possible to make such basic videos and still form a meaningful community. Because when you look at all these famous YouTubes that, okay, yes, they're famous and they have money now, but like how did they start, and like what was their journey, first of all, and second of all, some of these YouTubes are so intimidating in terms of all the expensive equipment they have and all of this different kinds of stuff that they have, that it's intimidating. If you want to like express your opinion and express yourself on this platform, it can feel weird, like, am I good enough? I don't have all of these things, can I do it? So this is just a little social experiment to show you that yes, you can have a place, claim a space on YouTube and do your thing and still have a meaningful space and community without having to, like, you know, go all out and know too many fancy tricks, and just be, you know, yourself and sincere and genuine and honest. And that's just what I wanted to do with this channel. So it's this little social experiment to see how people will react to that concept. And speaking of claiming your space, that brings me to reason number 2. I wanted to claim some space as both a woman, because I'm a crazy feminist, and a Pakistani, because I am a middle-class brown girl, and I just wanted to show y'all something. So the reason for that is, they're actually like a long reason. So basic reason for that is that when you look into Pakistani YouTube channels, most of them, and by most I mean like 80%, are really random, weird, chitore, i.e. cheap and perky, and just horny and weird, and they've got the weirdest shit that is not representative of what we've got in our society at all. It's just a random weirdest shit. 20%, 10 to 20% of are nice, like, you know, I don't even know what, but there are like 10 to 20% nice Pakistani YouTube channels, but the majority are pretty weird. And I'm really like frustrated by that, because I wanted to show people Pakistani YouTube channels, or Pakistani people, have more creativity and more to offer than tutorials on how to get a boner, basically. So when you talk about like basic representation, what about my hello and goodbye? Assalamualaikum, namaskar, and hello. That is why I say Assalamualaikum, namaskar, and Khudafis at the end, because I want to represent my communities, my part of the world, as best as I can, and this is one way to do it. Like, what matters? Language, rhetoric, all of these things matter. How you talk and what kind of phrases you use, these influence people, these create curiosities, and these are ways that you can represent your communities, and that these are just some of the subtle things. That is why I do these subtle things, because this is what I want to do and how I want to contribute, or how I feel I can best contribute towards giving my communities a space online and on YouTube, basically. I want to teach y'all about the rest of the world, okay? Y'all are all about your own culture. You need to learn about us as well. So it's about representing the rest and not just the West. And also as like someone who was addicted to YouTube, and I love watching all of these stationary and studying videos, one thing that I really wanted to do was be able to connect, because the problem with watching all these foreign channels and videos is that I can't connect to any of them. They're talking about stores and items that I don't have available to me, or I don't know, and I wanted to make a channel where people could connect. So like, for example, dollar stationery. Every Pakistani knows about dollar. If you're South Asian, you know about what Maggie, okay? 2 minute mein Maggie ban jati hai. Like, you know, you want things that you can connect to and relate to and be like, ye cheese. So I just really wanted to do that, and that's also why I've got a lot of Urdu, and I try to incorporate Urdu into my YouTube channel some way. So for example, my Hafta Hit series, Hafta, I explained, means Saturday and week in Urdu. So it's just, you know, by doing so and doing these little things, I want to kind of show y'all or claim a little space for Pakistan or South Asia, for Desi, for brown, for middle class, and just make something that's relatable to what I think I am, which is brown, middle class, crazy girl. And also as a woman, like as a woman, I want to have a space and claim an online space, because the problem around here is that if you put up your own photo, for example, and you get stalked and you complain about getting stalked, what happens is that the first thing you're gonna hear is, why did you put up your photo? And that is so frustrating. Like, I cannot have any space. I can't go out of the house. If I go out of the house, I do anything, it's a problem. And I can't even have space online. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Bullshit. So I want to like get rid of all of that and have my own space as a female, do my thing as a female, express myself, and I don't care what y'all throw at me. I'm gonna keep doing this and I'm not gonna back down. Simple as that. Because it is so important, and let me explain this. It is so important to claim your space. Claiming your space isn't just a thing in physically, you know how you have to claim public spaces, but it's also a thing online, because the internet has become this force for us in the world where it isn't just making things easier or practical, but it is changing societies, it's shaping societies. And in a country like Pakistan, which is not completely 100% on the internet, but almost getting there in a way, just starting that journey, it is so important for me, I feel, to kind of contribute in whichever way I can to create a space or to create an example which is inclusive of communities, of different ideas and different notions. Plus, I want to claim a space for myself as a brown middle class girl or woman, if y'all get what I mean. And I think it's very important for you. So if you're someone from Pakistan and you're from, I don't know, you're from the Ismaili community, or you're from a Shia community, or wherever you're from, make sure you contribute and make sure you're not afraid to contribute. Which again relates to my point about social experiment. So, you know, you want to be able to have a space without being intimidated. So, and like contribute to a space, to a platform without having to worry about living up to some kind of weird expectations or worrying about some kind of social stigma. So this is all part of that. Kinda, yeah. Another reason that I started this YouTube channel was that I'm a design student. I'm studying communication studies and design, and I wanted to challenge myself as well as brand myself. So I wanted to challenge myself because I am not a film major. I'm into design and writing, but the few times that I've made a film or video rather, even though it's been super challenging, it's been something that I almost have a knack for. So I just wanted to learn about making videos on my own rather than taking a class, challenge myself and pace myself however way I want and learn on my own. I'm a self-taught person, so I thought maybe this was a good way. So this is just to kind of do that, but I also like brand myself and learn how to put myself out there in a way which is representative of all of these motives that I have as like a Pakistani, a woman, brown, and you know, all of the motives that I just mentioned. So this is all part of that. And as a design student, when you're branding something, all of these motives come in when you're creating something. So you kind of see that when you look at my YouTube channel. My DP, I've got my initials there in Urdu. I've got my collage header. You can see I am I am channeling a particular kind of brand through all of these design aspects. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to apply what I've learned and what I understand. And lastly, I think I've got it. I think this is the last reason. Lastly, I really wanted to start making YouTube videos rather, and start a YouTube channel, because I was addicted to YouTube. I got addicted in December during the winter break, watching all of these study blurs or study channels and stationery channels and bullet journaling and DIYs, and I was like, I want to do this too. So I wanted to kind of like participate as well and do my own thing. And by doing so, relating to the bigger theme of social experiment, I also wanted to kind of show you that you don't have to worry about making super aesthetic or fancy or whatever videos. If you really like something and you think you can make a video on it, go for it. Make your own video, do your own thing, and more importantly, don't worry about the follows and the likes. So you know, the reason that I say, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, or subscribe, only if you want. I actually mean that. Like, do it only if you want. I'm not desperate for your likes. I don't care if I have 0 followers or no or like 10 followers or 20 or 30 or 50 or 100. I really don't. Because what I want to do and help everyone understand is that, see, again, the online world is so important to us and how it shapes our society. We have a lot of competition or sense of competitiveness in the online world. Every time someone is on a particular social media platform, it's always about how many likes you get, how many followers you have, how many friends you have. That is so competitive and annoying. That's so capitalistic and shallow. And I want to change that. I want to tell you that it doesn't matter. Don't worry about all that. Just do your thing and be genuine. I want to tell you to not care. That's essentially what I want to tell you. And that's kind of what I want to show through this channel. That it's okay, you can do your own thing and the follows and the likes don't matter. What matters is that you love what you're doing and you're putting it out there. That's really all that matters. Because it is so important that we try to break this hyper competitiveness that we are imbued with ever since we're kids. Because everything is a competition. Literally everything is a competition. Who has the coolest stuff? Who has the highest marks? Who's got the biggest car? Who's got the coolest parent? Like, I am so fucking sick of this competition. It's everywhere. So I want to try and break that. And one way which I feel I can break it and contribute towards breaking this hyper competitiveness is through social media, and by telling you to forget about all this competitiveness and just chill and do your thing. So that was pretty much it. I think so. Those were some of my main reasons for starting my YouTube channel. I also have a Medium post. If you want to read through my Medium post about why I started this YouTube channel, because I was not coherent enough, you can also do that. But basically these were the reasons that I started my YouTube channel and why I want to keep going. So that's it. If you like this video, you can like, share, and subscribe, but only if you really want. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine as well, girl. I get you. All my social media is linked down below, so if you want to talk to me, give me death threats, insults, or just give me compliments, check the description box. It's also got other details. Thank you so much for giving me your time. Have a good day. Bye.